The COVID-19 pandemic shut down the 2020 local motorsports season just as it was about to begin. More than halfway through the year, it appears that no local race on the track, or on dirt for that matter, will be held. Still, the urge to race is there, but there is e-racing. 2020 may be remembered as the lost season for local motorsport. After a truly active 2019 season for grassroots and intermediate racing, local motorsports was gearing up for another busy and exciting year. But then, global COVID-19 pandemic struck. Communities were locked down, the economy was paralyzed. All forms of sport and leisure activities where social or physical distancing can be enforced were suspended, including motorsports. Still, racing enthusiasts cannot deny their need for speed, the thrill of the race, the joy of competition, as participant or spectator. Like many other things in the time of COVID-19, people turned to the digital world, online working, online shopping, online entertainment, online sports, even motorsports. Among the first to shift to E-Motorsports was Tuason Racing, the country's premier professional racing school and organizer of such racing series and events as the Formula V1 Challenge and the Toyota Vios Racing Festival. This was first announced during their 21st anniversary celebration. Early in the lockdown, Tuason Racing partnered with Phoenix Petroleum to hold a series of virtual races that aim to provide e-racers and other racing enthusiasts a venue to continue enjoying motorsports competitions while helping out frontliners in the fight against COVID-19. The series was called Race for Frontliners, encouraging participants to donate funds and food packs for frontliners. The e-racing series is also part of the Phoenix Pulse Young Drivers Program, a search for aspiring drivers in the sim racing platform to compete in the international esports arenas like the FIA Games. Over 4 rounds, the Race for Frontliners drew scores of participants competing in virtual time trials and races on Gran Turismo Sport using the PlayStation 4 platform. The top finishers in the 4 rounds qualified for the semifinal and championship rounds held on June 15. In an exciting final championship race watched on Facebook Live by motorsports enthusiasts or Zoom parties or conferences, Inigo Anton emerged as champion, with Russell Cabrera in second and Corban Guerrero in third. The series also raised over 400,000 pesos for frontliners. Also shifting to e-racing is the Philippine Rallycross Series. With COVID-19 pandemic putting a stop to preparations for a big year of rallycross competition, organizers decided to keep the fires burning for racing on dirt with online races. Philippine Rallycross organizers partnered with Dominado E-Motorsports Rally to host the Philippine E-Rally Series. Participants competed online on Dirt Rally 2.0 on both PlayStation 4 and PC platforms. The series generated a lot of interest among rallycross regulars and other motorsports enthusiasts. And another major e-motorsports series just got off to a great start. Tiolo Motor Philippines has tapped who else? Tuason Racing to help it run the 2020 GR Supra GT Asia Cup Philippines. The COVID-19 pandemic forced Toyota to cancel the 2020 Vios Racing Festival. To continue propagating the Wakudoki spirit among local motorsports enthusiasts, Toyota decided on replacing the festival with e-racing competition that will determine who will represent the Philippines in the GR Supra GT Cup Asia to be held later this year. The first of 3 rounds drew over 100 entries, from professional or experienced e-racers competing in the sporting class, to e-race enthusiasts and beginners in the promotional class. The series also drew a number of local motorsport stars trying their hand at racing in the digital world. Facebook, YouTube, and Zoom are now venues for watching motorsports, at least the digital kind. F1 and MotoGP have managed to hold real races this year, albeit with stands empty of fans. Local motorsports can't afford the kind of testing and other necessities needed to keep racers in a bubble safe from COVID-19. So local motorsports enthusiasts will have to make do with digital races. E-racing should help local motorsports keep interest in racing from flagging, at least until the time when authorities allow racing on real racetracks and dirt tracks to resume. Meanwhile, it's also part e-racing too.